Welcome to Mathematics 5, Quarter 3, Week 1, about percentage, rate, and base of a number. Saan ba natin nakikita usually ang mga number na yan? As you can see on the screen, malimit nating nakikita sa mga mall kapag may nagsisale. So masaya tayo kapag pumupunta tayo ng mall at mayroong sale at makaka-less tayo ng mga bibilhin natin. Pero sa panahon natin ngayon na may pandemic, mas maganda munang manatili sa bahay para makaiwas tayo sa COVID-19. At sana dumating na ang tamang panahon at makabalik na tayo sa ating normal na pamumuhay. Proceed in finding the percentage, base, and rate, let's study first on how to change fraction to percent and decimal. So, the fraction form of the figure is 40 hundredths, or in the lowest term, that is 2/5. Now, if we're going to change that into decimal form, 40 hundredths is also written as 0.40. Now, if we're going to change decimal into percent, we just simply move the decimal points to the right 2 times. So therefore, that is 40. Then we just added the percent sign. And all of those numbers are just equal. Remember, rate is the ratio of the percentage to the base. It is always with a percent sign. So, makikita lagi sa rate ay yung percent sign. And when we say percentage, that is part of the whole determined by the rate. So, when we say percentage, is just a fraction of the whole. And base, it refers to the whole o yung kabuuan. Okay? Now, let's proceed in finding the percentage, base, and rate of a number. Using the magic triangle, here is our formula. Okay? Makikita natin dyan, P on the top, R below, and B. Now, paano natin gagamitin ang magic triangle na yan? Okay? Let's proceed. Kapag nawawala yung percentage, let's see the P. So, makikita natin yung R and B ay nasa baba at magkatabi. So, meaning, we will use multiplication. So, P is equal to R times B. By the way, P stands for percentage, R stands for rate, and B stands for base. What about if the missing is the rate? So, makikita rin natin sa magic triangle, yung P ay nasa taas at B ay nasa baba. So, we just simply say that rate is just equal to P divided by B. So, madali lang tandaan. What about if the missing is base? Makikita rin natin na si P ay still on the top and R is nasa baba. So, we just simply say base is equal to P divided by R. Alright? Okay. How do we know if the percentage, base, or rate is missing? Using an example, 100 is 25% of 400. Always remember that percentage is always associated with the word is. So, magkatabi sila. So, meaning 100 is the percentage. Now, how do we know if the number is a rate? So, a rate is just easy to identify dahil lagi siyang mayroong percent sign. Pero kapag ginamit sa question, usually, tinatanong what percent. Okay? Now, what about the base? The base is always associated with the word of. So, meaning our base there, the total is 400. Okay? Okay, let's elaborate more. Using 100 is 25% of 400 in a form of a question. So, kapag hinahanap natin ang percentage, usually the question is, what is 25% of 400? So, yung percentage is associated with the word is. So, katabi niya yung question. So, siya yung nawawala. Therefore, we are looking for the percentage. And if we're looking for the rate, ang question usually is, what percent of the word is 100? So, using the word percent, malalaman na natin agad na we are looking for the rate. And lastly, kapag hinanap natin ang base, usually the question is, 100 is 25% of what number? So, katabi rin ng word ng of, what number? So, meaning we are looking for the base. Okay, let's try an example in finding the percentage. So the given is, what is 40% of 500? Before we proceed, let's first find out the given numbers. So we all know that the base is 500 because it's associated with the word of, and the rate is 40% because it has a percent sign. So looking at the triangle, magic triangle, so we are looking for the percentage. So meaning our formula is P equals to R times B. So before that, we will change first the percent to decimal form. So the 40% is equivalent to 0.40. So meaning 0.40 multiplied by 500. So looking at the solution, 500 times 0.40 is 20,000, but it's not yet the final answer because we have two decimal places in 0.40. So we will move 2 times to the left. Okay, so 1, 2. So we will also put point there. So our final answer is 200. So meaning the percentage is 200. Therefore, 200 is 40% of 500. Let's try number. We can also find the percentage using a fraction form. So 40% in fraction form is 40 hundredths, or in simplest form is 2/5. So we apply P equals R times B. So the P is 2/5 times 500. So we can use 2/5 times 500 over 1. So we will multiply the numerator to numerator, which is 2 times 500, which is 1,000. And then 5 times 1, which is 5. And then finally, 1,000 divided by 5, which is 200. So we will get the same answer. Pero nasa inyo na yan kung mas madali para sa inyo yung decimal form or using the fraction form. Okay? Okay, now let's try finding the rate. So what percent of 500 is 250? So we can easily identify that we are looking for the rate because of the word percent. So let's identify the given. So the percentage is equivalent to 250 because it's associated with the word is. And also the base, which is the 500. So looking at the formula, the magic triangle again. So we're looking for the rate, meaning our formula is rate is equivalent to P divided by B, or percentage divided by base. So we are going to divide 250 divided by 500. So looking at the solution, 250 divided by 500 is 0. So what's the next step? We will add 0 inside. Okay, so it will become 2,500. As we add 0, we also put the decimal point. Okay, so we are now going to divide 2,500 divided by 500. We all know that there are 500s in 2,500. So next step is we multiply 5 times 500. It is equivalent to 2,500. 2,500 minus 2,500 is 0. So is that our final answer? No, because we are going to change it into a percent form. By changing the percent form, we will just move the decimal this time going to the right. How many times? 2 times also. So 1, 2. Then we add zeros if the number is only one digit. No? So our final answer is 50. So therefore, 50% of 500 is 250. Let's try naman finding the base. Our problem, 15 is 25% of what number? So the word of what number is, we're looking for the base. So the given, we have percentage is 15, the rate is 25%, or 0.25 in decimal point. Looking at the magic triangle again, so therefore our formula is base is equivalent to P divided by R. So 15 divided by 0.25. As we all know, dividing decimals, if the divisor has decimals, we will change it first into a whole number. So we will move the decimal points to the right to make it a whole. So 1, 2. So we move the decimal points to the right 2 times. So we are going to do inside is dadagdag tayo ng dalawang 0 kasi wala siyang decimal point. So we will just add 2 zeros. Okay? So this time our number is 1,500 divided by 25. So we will start first from 150. 150 divided by 25 is 6. There are 625 in 150. 6 times 25 is 150. 150 minus 150 is 0. Then, what's the next? Bring down the last number, which is also 0. So, 0 divided by 25 is 0. So, 0 times 25 is 0. So, therefore, our answer is 60. So, meaning 15 is 25% of 60. We are going to apply finding the percentage base and rate in a word problem. So, welcome to quarter 3, week 2. The problem. There are 50 students in a class. If 14% are absent on a particular day, find the number of students who were absent in the class. So first, let's identify the given numbers. So we all know 50 students is the base because that's the total number of students. And 14% is the rate because of the percent sign. So therefore, we're looking for the percentage. Now looking for the solution, so our formula is P equals to rate times B or R times B. So we have 14% in decimal is 0.14 times 50. So let's see the solution. So we will multiply first the 0 and 4. So 0 times 4 is 0. So we will write there. And then 0 times 1. 0 times 1 is 0. Okay, the next step we will use 5. So we multiply first 5 to 4. 5 times 4 is 20. So we will write only 0 below the 0 aligned with the number 5. And we will put 2 or i-carry natin yung 2. And then, next is 5 times 1 added the 2. Okay, so 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, let's add. Just bring down the 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. Then bring down 7. Is that our final answer? No, because we have decimal number, 2 decimal places. So we will move to the left. 1, 2. So we'll put point or decimal point. So meaning our final answer is 7. So therefore, there are 7 pupils who were absent in the class. Okay? Let's try another example. In a school, 25% of the teachers teach basic math. If there are 10 basic math teachers, how many teachers are there in the school? So, as we are going to study the problem, we are looking for the total teachers in the school. So, meaning, so our given 10 is just the percentage or fraction of the teachers from the school, and also 25% is the rate, and 25% in decimal form is 0.25. So meaning we're looking for the base. So let's solve. So base is equivalent to P divided by R. So therefore 10 divided by 0.25. So 10 divided by 0.25. First step is, let's remove first the decimal point from the divisor. How many times? 2. Then we will add 2 zeros inside. So meaning our new number is 1,000 divided by 25. So let's start first with 100 divided by 25, which is 4. 4 times 25 is 100, and 100 minus 100 is 0. Then next step, bring down the next 0. Then divide. 0 divided by 25 is 0. So meaning 0 minus 0 is 0, and our answer is 40. Therefore, there are 40 teachers in the school. Okay? Thank you for watching and listening. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Acknowledgement, Google Pictures and GIF.